Both set. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. No.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get the ball.
49, check 49, check 49.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
47's the mic. All day, every day.
Allen off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Push him back.
From the gun, it's Allen. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Down. 60 or. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the safety creep.
Team spell. Go. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Yep.
If you kill it, motion me out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 48.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen flush to his right. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for, is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position. Where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Out. Rock it.
Switch gears.
Off the play fake. Eason going long here for Wallace. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Don't let him breathe. Play outside again. Hey, Sam off.
Shit.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
Come get some.
Hey, Wahoo.
Draw play. This is Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on second down. Eason, he's able to find Wallace. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Greystone travel.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. Get that quarterback and all call.
Back. Hey, Delta.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Shoot.
On third down, Eason to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And McManus able to put it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on second down, Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Both say 19. All day, dog. Here we go.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yard. There right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From midfield, here's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Defense, get out the field. Defense. Check, 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 check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run on first down. Richard looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flushed out right, and it's caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 19 yards away, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next, the score, Bills 14, Broncos 3. Stephen Hauschka to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5. At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Eason. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Eason. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Allen now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen going to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Like 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Ready?
A final shot before break. Eason got his man there. It's Wallace complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Winning rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Eason, open man left side as Wallace complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Eason. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He was brought down by Von Miller. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Set up. 90 Wolf.
Single.
Yes.
Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30. It's going to be
Go.
It's going to be a long day. Check 48's the mic.
Five. Big grip.
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man on the out route. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's going to let this one go deep. This is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On 1st down, Richard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
I got you, son.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. No gain on this defense. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Bills.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift, shift. 53.
Allen now. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Check, check.
On the ground with short. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hauschka's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Another run by Lindsey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Smooth. Check 48.
On 1st down, Eason throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Stand. Hey, exit.
Off the play fake, Eason. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Escaping the and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Go.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
7. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's checking. He's checking. Crash, crash.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Allen now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Richard, and an alley to run, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
This is Richard, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point